Lydia's law is important to me because Lydia represents the voices of so many survivors in Ontario who have been silenced by our justice system. They deserve justice in a timely manner, they deserve to be heard, and they deserve to be believed.
Lydia's law is important because it provides transparency into the criminal court process. It'll allow us to gather information about where the process is breaking down. It'll provide reasons for the delays and for the decisions to stay charges. Lydia's law is important because victims of crime need answers.
In the criminal system, often it takes a very long time for investigations to happen, and they must honor the perpetrator's needs to have a short and expeditious trial. Unfortunately, that does nothing for sexual assault victims like myself. We are only witnesses in criminal trials. It has nothing to do with our own healing or our own needs to get justice.
This is incredibly important legislation because survivors deserve accountability throughout the entire justice process. With the 2016 Supreme Court decision of Jordan's Rule, which has put deadlines on criminal trials, there's no tracking. You can stay a case, you can throw it out, you can withdraw it without reason. Survivors hope that with Lydia's law passing, that we will see less delays in the court. This is the Attorney General's responsibility. This is his duty to provide justice.
We need to support survivors. They go through so much, and nobody should ever go through any kind of domestic violence, intimate partner violence. And when they have the courage to come forward and the strength to come forward, we need to be there to support them. They need their justice, and they should not have to drag out their trauma that they have gone through.
So the current justice system is more akin to rape and IPV than people would like to admit. It tramples over our bodies, our freedoms, our rights. It creates illnesses in our brains and also our bodies, all while demanding compliance, while stripping us bare. A system which mimics the acts which it has sworn to condemn is not just. Lydia's law is very important to me because it demands accountability, it demands proper oversight, it demands true justice, and it demands that survivors are taken care of, all things that we have gone without.
I am a daughter, a sister, a mother, an aunt, and a friend. We all statistically will or have been sexually assaulted in our lifetime, and that is unacceptable. To not be believed and to not be acknowledged for our pain. Our pain needs justice.
Lydia's law is important to me because I want survivors to feel heard and believed. When sexual assault cases go too slowly through the courts, the message that survivors get is that their pain can wait, that their safety can wait, and that their dignity can wait.
Well, Lydia's law will bring much needed transparency and accountability, and I truly hope that it becomes legislation.
Why Lydia's law is important to us is because it pushes for transparency, pushes for the safety of women, and we support it because we believe it will shorten the delays for justice for women, and basically it will allow women to be heard and to be believed.
In Ontario, we don't have a justice system that works for survivors. The system has been built against us and continues to diminish, demean, disbelieve, and re-traumatize and create further harm for survivors. Lydia's law would mean concrete steps towards accountability and changing a system that actively works to harm survivors most of the time. It's time that Ontario has things in place that tell survivors that we believe you, we support you, we're here for you, and you deserve justice.
I'm a survivor, and I went to Sunnybrook Hospital to discuss my sexual assault. This nurse practitioner was there, and she told me that since you've been to this person's house and you drank some alcohol, my case was not really being considered as sexual assault. So Lydia's law is not just regarding the justice system. Lydia's law is giving affirmation to women to women who actually had already gone through such a difficult experience.
I am a survivor of SA, and trying to go through the system, it re-traumatized me. And I firmly believe that survivors should be given the option of restorative transformative justice, and it should be survivor-centered. It should be about their healing and their dignity and accountability. I don't want people in the future to go through what I went through. I want them to be able to have a chance for proper healing, proper accountability, so that, they're not left re-traumatized like I was.
As someone that works in the intimate partner violence sector, I think it's really important that justice systems role model the accountability and transparency that we ask clients to demonstrate.
I support Lydia's law because any system that demands accountability from others should certainly be accountable to itself. Public trust depends on transparency and responsibility, and that includes a willingness to look at failures. Laws like Lydia's law help ensure responsibility is occurring throughout the system.
Lydia's law is calling for greater accountability and transparency in the processes that are impacting people navigating the legal system after experiencing sexual harm and intimate partner violence. People have experienced not only psychological trauma, but oftentimes are navigating the impacts of a brain injury and the legal system, and we need to do better.
La ley de Lydia es muy importante, especialmente para todas y todas las mujeres latinas que sientan la capacidad, la seguridad de poder reportar, de tener apoyo si usted es sobreviviente de alguna violencia. Así que por favor, esté pendiente de la ley de Lydia.
Lydia's law allows survivors the opportunity to heal in their own time and gives them the space to find help when they're ready. It is a way to meet survivors where they're at.
Lydia's law is important to every survivor because of the sovereignty of survivors, and also with the multicultural community from places of different traditions and culture to be heard as women, as LGBT communities, Indigenous folk, Black communities, Black Indigenous folks, people of color across this continent, across Canada.
I'm here today in support of Lydia's law. I think transparency and accountability and compassion is needed. I work greatly with the intersection of intimate partner violence and brain injury, and the system navigation around supporting folks at this intersection is lacking. Right now, I look at the system as a legal system, not a justice system, and we need to do better.
I'm currently going through a legal process in Scandinavia, and I'm lucky enough to feel that the legal process, although long and annoying and traumatic at times, is part of my healing process. And I know that currently what we have in Ontario is not enough. It is a necessity for a lot of us and the people that love us to look beyond something bad that has happened to us. And it also gives power to the victims and to tell them that this is a way for you to acknowledge what has happened to you and for other people to show support.